wildlife trade has gone to a level in terms of monetary reward that it tends to go up very high. That kind of infiltration is the only way to really get to the bottom of who is who in this business and how do they operate. The world's most admired creature is speed-bred and factory farmed to be butchered for body parts.
If they want to change something, they can do it. Political correctness in this field is very dangerous. Because instead of looking for a solution of the problem, it's just camouflating this problem.
This is clearly a tiger farm, and they're not here for the visitors to view only. The big money is made when they're adults and can be sold out the back door. Southeast Asia region is emptied of the last wild tigers. The tiger is a symbol of where we are going wrong. Where do we stop? What's going to be next?
And the gentleman in the trailer you saw is Karl Ammann, and he has been teaming up with Laurin Merz, a filmmaker from Zurich. And these two gentlemen, for 2 years now, or 3 years almost.
3 years now, yeah.
Please have a seat. Are using documentaries to make impact, to give transparency to a topic which wasn't discussed at COP Glasgow, I believe. There were 37,000 people, and maybe that's the reason why people call it a little bit like greenwashing, what's going on in all these big platforms, because one thing is for sure, after Karl's and yours work, this topic is known, and I guess nothing changed in terms of tiger breeding. Laurin, before we go into a few more detailed questions, maybe you can tell the audience a little bit about you and how you met Karl, and what the next steps is after this first released movie.
Yeah, I'm a filmmaker, and Karl did approach me because he was looking for a Swiss producer. Karl is more the activist guy. He's very powerful. He is fearless. He's really an activist, and he had collected over 8 years tons of materials from tiger poaching, not only poaching, breeding, and tiger farming. And then he had this material, and he needed someone who was willing to take care of all this material. It were tons. We had 80 terabytes of film footage. So we got in contact, and we had a friend, Christian Frey. He's a very famous documentary filmer as well, and he said to Karl, yes, Laurin should be the guy you need to finish this film. And so I came into the boat, and it's 3 years ago now that we started to work together. In March, it's 3 years. And Karl had one wish. He wanted to have the film. He wanted to have the film on international festivals, and he wanted to have the film on a streaming platform.
Mission accomplished.
Yes.
Which festival did you go, and what streaming platform is it on?
I mean, we all know that the pandemic hits us hard. We had the world premiere after this long journey from Karl in Copenhagen, which is one of the most important documentary festivals. We had the world premiere. Karl was sitting in Kenya, maybe he's also now sitting in front of his laptop. I was sitting here. We were watching on the laptop the world premiere, which was really sad, but everyone has to have the story, what hit it, how the pandemic hit them hard. We had the festivals. We had a lot of other festivals as well. And we were lucky that we got in touch with Media One, an international sales from Paris, a huge one. And we are very happy that they took the film in their program, and they made a deal with Amazon Prime Video. So the film now in Europe is on Amazon Prime Video, and we hope that the people watch it and see what's going wrong. And it's not only that something is going wrong in China or in Asia with breeding tigers, eating tigers, or using them for potency stuff. It's also, the tiger is maybe just a symbol to show what's going wrong. And the last 2 days, a lot of people said, well, what's going wrong with the mass industry, the dairy industry, and it's also with the tiger industry. We choose the tiger because the tiger is such a crazy, beautiful animal. It's the top predator. Everyone likes to be the tiger. And we choose this one to show what's going wrong. And when I heard all the people now from talking about these alternative meat products and all this, it also made a little bit hope for me, because I always think we should not point at Asia to Asia or to China. We also eat globally. We have also strange things, but not harming the animals would be cool, and it would be also cool in Europe. And when I heard all the speakers before me, I was really, I think there is hope at the end of the tunnel.
Well, there has to be, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, you know, when I meet investors who are not investing in sustainability, they basically believe the world is not going to be saved. But let's talk about this amazing documentary. And Carl has cameras here, he has cameras here, so when he's going through the field and takes his evidence, he's no one else than Indiana Jones combined with John Wayne, I guess, and has the balls of a dinosaur. What happened after the movie, after the documentary was published? Was this too real for the world? Has it gotten similar number of million viewers like Tiger King, which I guess came out a year ago, which I haven't watched, and Carl obviously has a story with that channel. But what was the reaction after the documentary was published?
I mean, the strange thing is that wildlife trade is always a little bit special. Everyone thinks, oh, it's only a cat, maybe it's a big cat. Oh, no one takes it really serious. It's not the same like drug dealing and all this stuff. So a little bit the same. We realized when there was a huge article on in the Washington Post about the whole story from Carl. We used it also in the film, and we used it to go out into public. Carl was willing to lose his cover when he made this story in the Washington Post. But except of a lot of people who were shocked and were willing to donate money, there was not so much going on. And I
mean, the shock, just to be precise, the shock was not that they're poaching tigers. The shock was that they are bred like cattle.
Yeah.
So I think that's a perverted situation, right? I mean, poaching is as bad, of course. And in fact, they're still going after wild tigers anyway. But so there was a shock. And that shock led to something, or was it just frustration?
I mean, if you work, as Carl did, for years on this topic, the effect can't be big enough. And the effect of the film and also of the Washington Post article wasn't big enough. I mean, the speaker before from Blue Horizon, he mentioned the Seaspiracy movie. There is the Seaspiracy movie and the Cowspiracy movie. I'm sure, that's why I'm here also, that's why I'm a producer, I'm sure that we can change the world through films.
Al Gore with The Inconvenient Truth
sure.
kind of started that, right?
Yeah, he started that. I was in Greenland with all these scientists when the film came out. We were also ice drilling. I did a film about Thomas Stocker, the guy from Switzerland who was in the panel as well. So I'm sure that with films you can change the world, but you need, for sure, you need money and you need people who bring it out. You were talking about influencers. Sure, if there are some influencers willing to show the world, but with our movie there is one point which is very dangerous. We point the finger to China. And
Vietnam.
And Vietnam, yeah. But in China, there is this story. Brad Pitt made 20 years in Tibet, the movie. after he did this movie for 7 years in Tibet, sorry. And then for 20 years, not even one film was released in China because it was a film about Tibet and Brad Pitt was in. So China is such a huge economy and it's such a powerful economy and they have so much power. So I would not, but I think there is one reason why it's a little bit dangerous to talk about this film, to push this film, because of China is not amused. And we already had a festival and for sure we didn't pass the censorship or the censor system they have. First they invited us and then they sent us a nice letter, yeah, so they won't show the film, and sorry for that. And yeah, so we didn't, the easy way. Carl is never choosing the easy way. Yeah, we hope that we can raise some awareness.
And there are 2 more coming, or?
Yes, there are a lot of other stories to tell, and there is one which we are having now, and it's when I was a kid I wanted to be a magician. And there is one magic trick which is the best magic trick to make disappear an elephant. And now we are, we have a problem that there are smuggling elephants, live elephants. Smuggling. Not one, like I would do as a magician. No, we are talking about 15 until 150 elephants,
and where
live elephants smuggling. They go to a cargo plane, so you need a cargo plane. You need the mahouts who train the elephants, that they go into the boxes, and then the boxes go into the plane, and then they go to zoos in China or to the Arabic world, to private zoos. And
wow,
yeah, and this is a story we are following now.
But hold on, how is that possible? Isn't there CITES, which is in charge of moving animals around? From what airports, and is there no observation? I mean, moving an elephant is not like moving a little grasshopper, right? So it should somebody should pay attention to it. So the world is not regulated, it's not enforced. These tiger farms, I guess they're illegal even in China and Vietnam, or are there no laws against those things?
The tiger farms, they have one thing. They say they are preparing the animals to reintroduction into the wild from the animals. So it never happened with tigers because they don't know how to hunt when they grow up in captivity. And so, yeah, they're trying to find something out which is not happening.
Well, the entire NOAH community is here to support you and Carl with reach, with data, with ideas, with lobbying, activism, whatever is needed. I think it's shameful that we as a human race are slaughtering the most majestic animals, and the ones who know about it, who are in charge, not doing anything, is unacceptable. So it was the start of my sustainability journey. And I wanted to give you the last word, and Carl the last word at the conference about this. And I hope a lot of people are watching this wonderful, terrible documentary. Thank you so much, Laurin.
Thank you, Marco, for having us. Thank you.
Thank you.